Welcome to Unhinged Magi.
We are back again.
We are, and we're feeling like the king dinglings.
Yep, we're back in the flesh and blood.
That's right. We're feeling Monarch. We're going to talk about it today.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep. Now, we actually did do some flesh and blood coverage, and people seemed to really actually like that.
Well, that's because flesh and blood is awesome.
It honestly is. Now, you've been cracking boxes of it on your channel.
I have indeed. Mostly unlimited. I've done one Crucible so far.
And we've played a little bit.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, not enough. I need to play the game more.
Exactly.
So, but there's some really cool things coming out about Flesh and Blood. There's some neat little factoids about it. Yep. And one of the factoids that a lot of people might not know, well, like at least people that are Magic people don't know, is they actually talk about print run size right on the website.
Right on the website, man. You can get the Welcome to Wrath print run size, and that's 400,000 booster packs. You get Arcane Rising, 400,000 booster packs. Yep. Crucible, that's 900,000 booster packs.
And notice that they're saying how many booster packs there is. And since you know the number of booster packs, and you now know that there's the mix of like it's 2 rares per booster pack, right?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
And then
so you can get the mythic kind of card, but it's the S and the Fable. Legendary, yeah.
So now from that, you can work backwards knowing how many different rares are in. And you can get a decent approximation of how many of each rare actually exists. Exactly. In the first edition, mind you. Not in the Unlimited, but in the first edition. You can figure that out. So that's actually really interesting that they decided to do that. And I think that changes the market dynamic a bit.
I think that's fantastic, especially for collectors. Mm-hmm. Collectors like numbers.
Which is what the first edition is all about. It's not for players, it's for collectors.
That's right. It's for people who want to get Value Town.
Yep.
That's right. And have you seen Crucible boxes?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, here's one. Here's a first edition.
That's almost the value of 1 gold ounce.
Yeah, seriously, actually. It literally is almost worth a gold coin.
Holy
Just this
mackerel.
one little box right here. Which just got, it rolled off of a printer a little while ago.
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought this little box, like a new box, would be worth an ounce of gold?
That's insane.
Yeah, but they are.
But they are. You go out and look online, 1,300, 1,400. Those are the prices that they're dropping at. They're popping out.
Yeah, at this second, that's what the first editions are actually going for.
Holy man.
So, you've got a few. I've only got my one here. I might have to pick up a few more of them. But, with a limited print run size, certain number of boxes, and a lot of people pouring into the game and loving it.
Exactly.
They did it right, I gotta say. I gotta give them credit.
I think there's a good thing here. We got collectors and we have players, and they merged the two and said, let's go for it.
Rather than being like Wizards of the Coast, we're like, let's put collectors and players in a death match, and we'll let them fight it out. And whichever one leaves victorious is the winner.
Winner, yes. And then after we get rid of that, we don't really care about the collectors. Let's just print it to oblivion so the collectors will lose all their money.
Yeah, we're going to help the collectors win initially with this reserve list.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we're going to completely swing the other way and lean it towards the actual players.
Let's make sure there's no value in the box at all. Let's take it out to 0.
As they twist their maniacal little mustaches.
I know. Let's change the artwork and print the same card repeatedly forever.
They'll never figure it out. No, Flesh and Blood did it right, honestly. Like, making that distinction right off the bat. So you have these first edition boxes, and then you have the unlimited boxes. I really like how they decided to actually make that change.
Exactly. And let's talk about something that's not even out yet. Spoilers are coming out.
They are.
However, it's Monarch. I remember when they were doing pre-orders for $200.
Yeah, I remember seeing those on Channel Fireball, right?
That's correct.
It was like a $200 pre-order. And before that, if you were quick, you could even get like a $100 pre-order.
On TCG Player or something?
Yeah, and it was like with a card or something.
I tried to click, and it was always sold out, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I so many times was about to click buy on like the Monarch for $200 on Channel Fireball. I kept looking at it, and I kept on almost... You did buy them?
I did. I bought them.
Yeah, it was good. I should have done that.
And then Star City Games had it for $200 too.
Oh, really?
No, was it Star City? Yeah, it was Star City Games. I bought some there as well.
And now the craziest thing is, it's not even out yet.
It's not even out. No one's even has them in their hands. No one has even played any of it.
And it's already going for, what, $550?
We have 510. We have one at 600.
That's insane.
It's craziness.
For the first edition Monarchs.
You can look out there and see this, and it doesn't make any sense at all. I'm just saying, none.
Yep.
How can something that's 550 is the top one? Yeah, and then we have they're still selling Canada for 475. And it's from Spain, 400, and let's see, add the shipping, 900, 493.
I mean, honestly, we could spend the whole video just talking about that, because that unto itself is incredible.
$700. There's one.
Has there ever been a time?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Right there.
Has there ever been a time? Like, I'm really serious. Has there ever been a time where a Magic the Gathering set, not in like a special Masters edition with guaranteed extra rares or something, just one of the Magic the Gathering sets, was before it even released, the boxes were selling for like $700 a piece? Has that ever happened? I don't think so.
I don't believe so. I think there was a spike to like 300 or 400.
I remember Modern Masters 2017 hit some pretty high box prices. People were thinking it was going to go 400 a box or something like that, because they knew it had fetches.
Right. But then it ended up going back down.
Yeah, it did for a little while. But yeah, I can't honestly remember any Magic the Gathering box being even at that price before it actually releases.
Exactly.
And that's even in an area where they're telling you they're going to make an unlimited version that just has boxes, 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 boxes. They've straight up told you that.
Yep.
And then these first editions are still going to go for $600-700. That's amazing,
and
honestly.
That tells you something, too. That tells you that collector value there is there.
It is.
So you literally have to jump out the door, say, okay, I'm going to buy this because I know it's going to go to the moon.
Yep.
Right before anybody even has it in their grubby little paws.
I think we should honestly just pause for a second and give them a little round of applause.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Hold
we
on.
just...
Yep.
Yeah, good job, Flesh.
Good job, Flesh.
It's amazing.
Yep. That's
I'm not even mad.
I'm impressed.
It's amazing.
I am impressed. I mean, I wonder what the professor thinks about this. I really do. Because he doesn't like, high-valued stuff, or you can't own it. But you technically can own it.
But actually, the professor, I got to give him some props here. He does enjoy it when Wizards of the Coast does a similar thing where they say, here's the collector version, and here's the version that everybody can play. I could swear I've seen him in videos mention that specifically.
Oh, really?
He does like that dynamic.
Okay, well, that's good.
So I would think that he actually likes that about it.
Well, that would be awesome.
And maybe, Professor, if you saw our last video, maybe you can get in contact with us, and then when you come out to Orlando, we can all hang out and talk about it.
That's right. We can all do a very, very good talk, and then we can all play some cards. Actual cards.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Physical cards, in person.
Yep, that would be fantastic.
In our hazmat suits.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Well, I've got my first shot.
So
I'm waiting for my second one.
What I find myself wondering with the Flesh and Blood, I mean, people kind of see how this thing goes now. They know that the first editions have a lot of value. They know that the limiteds are going to have a lot of reprints. They know that people are speculatively running into the pre-purchases of these boxes. Now, I wonder how long that kind of trend is going to keep going, because it seems clear to me that could get overheated, and people might bid them up too high. And then once they actually get the cards in hand, they're like, well, okay, this set's okay. If I could have taken it back and only bought this for $300, maybe I would have done that. So maybe they keep spiking up on pre-release prices, and then at some point they fall back a bunch, and then the market settles out at some price. Maybe this is part of the run-up. And see, like, this is so new, I've got no idea where it's going to go.
I know, but because everything else is going through the roof. We got Welcome to Wrath, that's gone insane, but that's expected because it's the first one. Arcane Rising, going insane as well. It's like 5,000, 4,000 a box or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 2,000, what is it?
But,
I can look it up.
So while I was looking it up, but what's interesting to me is Welcome to Wrath and Arcane Rising had the print run sizes of 400,000 boosters, whereas Crucible of War has 900,000 boosters, so they doubled the print run size. And so people actually have these in hand, and the value is still high. So that seems to indicate that if the next set, if Monarch comes out, And because they haven't released the actual print run numbers on it yet.
First edition Arcane Risings, 3,900, 3,750, 3,650, 4,475.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from Australia.
So if Monarch comes out, and Monarch, when they finally release the print run size, I would assume it's not going to be less than 900,000 packs.
I would assume it's more.
It's either going to be the same or more.
But that's my theory.
They did 2 of the same in a row with like Welcome to Wrath and Arcane Rising.
With 400,000.
Maybe they'll do 2 in a row with like
900,000?
Maybe 900,000 again.
Yeah.
With Monarch.
Monarch.
So maybe I don't know.
It makes sense. It's good logic. We have logic. That's
but if this can definitely be overdone. Like so far, I got to give Flesh and Blood credit. They're balancing that edge of a knife well so far. If you go too far and you flood the market, then you decrease value.
The value. Yeah.
If you don't give enough into the market, then you make everybody mad because no one can get the product that actually wants it.
Right.
So you kind of have to have, and you have to do this all, you have to predict this because you got to print it before you know what the market demand is. So that's a hard thing to hit.
It is.
And so far, I would think they're doing pretty good, honestly.
I would say they're going gangbusters.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, hats off to you guys on the job that you're actually doing. But I have to wonder, as people flock to this and they see this as an investment vehicle, they're watching all these other first edition sets just going to the moon. I would think that creates its own like kind of market feedback system.
Maybe.
And so maybe now if they don't exponentially increase the print runs, then it's going to start to like go the other direction, but maybe not. I don't know. It's so speculative.
To me, I would think they would try to keep that print run pretty low. You know, maybe keep it at the.
Well, I would think lower is better than too much.
True.
Sure, that's definitely the direction. So yeah, I mean between all those, low is better than too much. But you know, I think I might have to go out and buy some more of these Welcome to Wrath Unlimiteds. And then I got to go out and buy some Arcane Rising Unlimiteds.
I just opened one on the channell.
I want to get a bunch of these and open these up because I got to build a lot of decks. And I also want to leave some sealed just because, like, I don't know, it just seems like a good idea. Having sealed stuff around, it seems like we've done this for years. Yeah. Having sealed products seems like a good idea. I'm just going to keep some sealed.
Yeah.
So I need to go buy more. That's what I'm saying.
It's always good to stock up for a rainy day. Maybe you want to draft Flesh and Blood.
Yep. Yeah, actually, if this game ends up being as fun as I think it is, imagine how cool that'll be, like, you know, years and years from now, being able to, like, do booster drafts and still.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe, when you and I are, like, 90 years old, we're going to be like, hey, how's it going, everybody? Open up Welcome to Wrath today.
God, I hope I'm still here when I'm 90. Of course, I still want to turn myself into Lich and suck my soul out and put it into a bottle. Got to get it into a little Thackeray so I can carry it around.
The Thackeray, that's the word I was wondering if it was going to come out again.
Yep.
There is a video for any of you that have been on our channel for a while. I'm curious to see if anybody remembers that video.
Yeah. Put in the link in your comment below if you remember the Thackeray video.
So anyways, I guess in summary, I got to say Flesh and Blood is doing it right. It's amazing that they're doing the print run sizes and stuff. And yeah, we'll be right down, and we've got someone at the door, so we got to go. So, okay.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. I haven't done that in a long time.
Welcome to Open Boosters?
Yeah, that was messed up.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.